Well, joining us today is Canadian country artist Annika, who formerly was with the band Leaving Thomas. Now she's off doing her own solo career. We're chatting today about some of the new music that's on the way for her. So, Annika, let's start with talking about the songs that recently just came out called I Really Don't Want to and It Still Hurts.
For sure. So that song was written with three other gentlemen. And it was a song that was inspired by a movie line that I saw, a Jennifer Aniston movie line, where basically Mark Ruffalo comes back after she's cheated on him and left him, and she wants him back. And he says, well, how can you just say that, you need me, you want me, you can't live without me? And she goes, it's not that I can't live without you, I just don't want to. And I thought, oh, that's such a cool, powerful thing for anyone to say to someone else. It's like, I want to be with you, my life is wonderful with you, but I can live without you, but I just don't want to. So that's kind of where the inspiration for the song came from. And that was really real to me as someone who has been heartbroken many times, but then also just moved on and knew that I would be okay. And so that's where the lyric came from originally. And then the melody and the chords, I wanted it to be really kind of bluesy, really wanted to wail on this song. And then interestingly enough, when we went into the studio and the band started playing it, it ended up being this really piano driven track, which I wasn't expecting. And I'm a piano player myself. So that was kind of a bonus that came out of it. It kind of has this Elton John jam feeling at the end of it. I mean, the song is 5 minutes long. So it's, we just let the band kind of go crazy and run wild. And so I think it has that live performance feel, even though, nobody can go to live performances now. So that's kind of a fun way to get to feel like you're at a real performance because it has that live band feel. But that song, oh, I could so relate to this feeling of you think you're over someone. And then as soon as you see them in person, you realize, oh, it still hurts. Not like I'm going to die. It just hurts a little bit. And it still stings, or you see them with someone else and you kind of realize that you're not quite over them yet. You've come a long way, but you're not on the other side of things yet. And again, that one ended up having some beautiful piano parts to it as well. So it'll be great to perform live at the piano. And that's kind of where I started when I was 13 writing music. It was me and the piano. So it's really cool that this album takes me back to that kind of place, which is great.
Off the top, of course, I mentioned you were with the band Leaving Thomas. When that was all said and done and you wanted to go do your own thing, did it sink in that you have the reality and expectations of being a solo artist that either you need to either live up to the hype or exceed expectations now?
Yeah, I think Leaving Thomas was such a beautiful journey. And Brighton, my partner in the duo, actually he chose to stop doing music. And so I never planned on stopping Leaving Thomas, but I was kind of forced to and kind of reevaluate, well, what do I want to do? Do I still want to do music without, one of my best friends doing it with me? I think there's definitely some fear on my own versus having someone that's always there with you to support you, to be with you. So I took about a year off after our final show and thought, do I really want to pursue something by myself? And then what ended up happening is I just kept writing, and I was writing so much that I thought, you know what, I do have to release this music in some capacity. And so there definitely is fear in the unknown and being on my own. I actually saw Brighton 2 days ago, and we were just talking about how different it is being a solo artist. And he's very happy he's doing business and marketing, and he's in a different world now. And I'm so happy for him. And I'm also happy that I'm able to continue doing music with his support, even though he's not on stage with me. But it is a little nerve-wracking for sure, coming out again as myself, just myself.
Now, of course, you do have your debut solo album coming out pretty soon here. What's one thing in this album that you're most proud of?
I think this album, because it's, well, for a few reasons. One, because of where I'm at in my personal life. And two, doing it on my own. I'm very thrilled that I think this album is the most reflective of who I am as a person authentically in this moment right now, which sounds like a very artsy thing to say, but I just feel like it's this special time capsule. We've captured this moment in time. I think looking back on it in 10 years, I will know exactly what those songs were about, exactly where I was in that moment at that time. And so I'm thrilled that the songs really are a reflection of me. And if people love it, great. And if they don't, I feel great that I'm doing it for myself and for my own therapeutic purposes, coping through COVID. I wrote a lot, I'm currently 6 months pregnant, so it's like the journey of that. I've just been writing through it all, and so that's been really special that I get to release something that's so close to my heart, because there's no label involved, there's no other person involved. It's just I get to make all the decisions, so that's been kind of freeing in a way.
Annika, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us. The 2 singles, I Really Don't Want to and It Still Hurts, are out now on all major music platforms to go have a listen to, or you can catch more of Annika's music at annikamusicofficial.com. Annika, thank you so much.
Thank you.